ASAP Fitness. In this video today, I'm gonna go over the kettlebell snatch. When I program the kettlebell snatches into our workouts, the first questions I usually get asked, can I use a dumbbell instead of the kettlebell? It's one of my pet peeves just for the fact that we program the kettlebell snatch for a reason. So we don't want to just quickly go to the easier form of that movement and make it easier on ourselves. I always believe that we should be challenging ourselves every day so we can get better. The reason why we program kettlebell snatches and not dumbbell snatches is to work on a control of our movement. So if we do struggle with a certain technique or how to do something correctly, we want to try to hammer that down until we get it perfect. Okay, so rather than trying to rely on your incorrect faults with the dumbbell, the kettlebell is going to point out those flaws, so we have to work on them. Okay, so even if it does hurt your forearm and you do get some bruises, keep it light, just so you can work on the technique, because there is a way to keep it from hurting and getting bruises and getting lumps on your forearms the day after. Okay, so the technique I'm gonna go over in this video, it should help with the pain that you get with kettlebell snatches. We could practice them in the warm-up that we have tomorrow, which we have some kettlebell snatches in our workout, so it'll be perfect for us to practice. The first thing you want to think about when doing your kettlebell snatches, you want to treat it pretty similar to a single arm kettlebell swing. Okay, the only difference is as you swing the kettlebell, you don't want to swing it straight out in front of you, keep your arms extended like you would with the kettlebell swing. You want to think about keeping your shoulder back and having a soft elbow. Okay, so that's our first tip. So for example, I'll show you the single arm kettlebell swing and how far the kettlebell goes away from you, how your arm stays extended. Okay, so it looks like this. You want to use your hips to pop it out, but notice my arms extended, kettlebell swinging out. Okay. As we do our kettlebell snatch, we don't want to treat the same for that fact. You don't want to have your arms straight out. You don't want to have the kettlebell far away from you. You want that kettlebell traveling up to get overhead. Keep it nice and close, just like a barbell snatch or any type of snatch that we do. Okay, so rather than trying to have the kettlebell swing out, you want to think about keeping your shoulder back, having a soft elbow as you pop it off your hip. Okay, so it's going to look like this. You're going to swing it back the same, but as you come up, shoulder back, soft elbow. That's going to allow the kettlebell to swing straight up overhead. Plus, your elbow is going to be bent, which is going to make it a lot easier to punch as you get overhead. Okay, because that's going to go into our next tip. So rather than trying to keep your arm extended and trying to punch from there, which is really hard because you don't have much to go further than that, you want to keep your elbows bent so you can punch out at the top. Okay, so first thing, try to focus on keeping your shoulder back, soft elbow as you come off the hip. All right. The next tip, as you get about eye level with the kettlebell, you want to think about flicking your wrist, having a soft grip onto the kettlebell so you allow it to swivel in your hand. Okay, so rather than holding it tight like a kettlebell swing, you want to have a soft grip so it's moving. The quicker you get that bell to your forearm, the less it's going to hurt. So if you control that bell to where it gets to your forearm, the impact's going to be a lot less rather than trying to wait at the top and then letting the kettlebell fall from gravity, which is going to eventually hurt and give you those bruises. Okay, so first thing, shoulder back, elbow soft, but as you get eye level, you want to try to flick your wrist, get that bell to your forearm when you get it to about 11 o'clock, right above your head, so that at the top you can just pull back to get that full rep. Okay, so one way you can practice a flick is to, rather than just going straight into the kettlebell snatch, just get a light kettlebell and try to swing it with a soft elbow, flick it about chest height, and then come back down. Okay, so it's going to look like this. So swing it, flick, get to your forearm, come back down. Flick, get to your forearm, come back down. Okay, so this is a good way to kind of feel that swivel that you get in your hand and how you should flick your wrist without actually doing the full rep and doing a high volume of snatches before you can start into the workout. Okay, use a light kettlebell for this and kind of build up as you go, but you'll notice that you won't feel that pain in your forearm as you get to your as you flick your wrist rather than trying to wait to the top to flick your wrist. Okay, and then you kind of just build from there. So as you get about chest height with the flick, then you go about eye height with the flick, and then we'll try to go all the way overhead and pull it back so we get that full rep. Okay, So hope this helped out. Hope you guys all do the kettlebell snatches tomorrow and not scale it down to that dumbbell. If you like the information, tag a friend, tell them about the tips. If you like our information, you can subscribe. Hope this helped you out. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.